There are people in this country making $250,000 a year with less than $10,000 in savings. That's not a myth, that's Federal Reserve data. Think about that for a second. $250,000 income, less than $10,000 saved. And if you're sitting there thinking about, that can never be me, that's exactly what the trap wants you to believe. Because the people stuck in this situation don't feel broke. They drive nice cars, they live in great neighborhoods, they go on vacations, and from the outside, it looks like they're winning. But behind the scenes, credit card debt, car payments, student loans, mortgage payments, lifestyle expenses that quietly swallow up every dollar that they earn. And suddenly, the person making $250,000 a year is one job loss away from financial disaster. How does that even happen? Today, I'm gonna show you exactly why. Because this isn't bad luck, it's not stupidity, it's not even bad discipline, it's something much more dangerous. It's a system. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's the story that most of us were told growing up. Work hard, get a good job, make more money, build wealth. Simple formula, right? Income goes up and wealth goes up. Except that's not what actually happens, because income and wealth are two different numbers. Income is what you make. Wealth is what you keep, and confusing those two numbers is why people making $250,000 a year can end up poorer than someone making $80,000 a year over the same decade. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people. Person A makes $250,000 a year, but spends $240,000 a year. Person B making $80,000 a year, but spends $50,000. Who gets richer? It's not even close. Person A looks wealthy, but person B becomes wealthier. And that difference right there is what I call the income trap. Today, I'm gonna show you the three major mechanisms that make this trap work. Because once you understand these, you can break out of it. The first trap is called lifestyle inflation. The moment that you start making more money, your lifestyle expands to match it. New job, new salary, new apartment, new car, better restaurants, better vacations, and none of this feels excessive because everyone around you is doing the same thing. This isn't weakness, it's psychology. There's a concept called hedonic adaptation. Your brain normalizes a new level of comfort incredibly fast. That dream apartment you couldn't believe you could afford, 90 days later, it's just your apartment. That car you were excited about, a few months later, it's just transportation. So what do people do? They upgrade again and again and again, which means income goes up, but expenses go up at the exact same speed. The second trap is what I call the status spiral. When your income goes up, your environment changes. You move into a better neighborhood, your coworkers make more money, your friends start earning more. Suddenly, your normal spending habits shift. Nobody's ordering water at dinner, nobody's flying economy, nobody's driving 10-year-old cars, and even if no one says anything, you feel it. So spending creeps up, not because you want status, but because you're trying to maintain normal. And here's the dangerous part. Lifestyle inflation doesn't scale with income. It scales ahead of it. Someone making $250,000 starts spending like someone making $350,000. Someone making $400,000 starts spending like someone making $600,000. And that gap, that's where wealth disappears. Trap number 3, the tax illusion. The third trap is something most people completely misunderstand, the tax illusion. Because $250,000 sound like a massive income, and gross it is, but that's not what you actually live on. After federal taxes, state taxes, FICA, health insurance, retirement deductions, your take home, your net pay might be closer to around $150,000. But here's the problem. Your lifestyle decisions were made using the $250,000 number. The house, the car, the spending, all based on gross income. But if you're living on net income, which means a 30 to 40% gap is quietly draining your finances every month. And there's one more trap nobody talks about, debt normalization. When you're a high earner, banks will lend you money for almost anything. Bigger mortgage, luxury cars, personal loans, credit cards with huge limits. And because your income is high, the payments look manageable. But what people don't realize is that debt payments stack. Car payment, mortgage, student loans, insurance, subscriptions. And suddenly, $15,000 a month of income disappears before you even start living. Which means high income doesn't equal financial freedom. It just means you qualified for a bigger debt. Let me be honest with you about something. Stop it. I hit millionaire status by 30, but I'll tell you the truth. I almost didn't. There was a stretch in my 20s where my income started climbing quickly, and when my income climbed quickly, everything else tries to climb with it. Better things, better lifestyle, more spending justified as rewards for working hard. I remember thinking things like, I deserve this. I'll save more next month. My income is growing anyways, but next month never came. What changed wasn't motivation. I didn't suddenly become more disciplined. What changed was the framework I used to measure progress. I stopped tracking income. I started tracking net worth. Not what I was making, what I was keeping, what was actually growing. And the moment that I made that shift, everything changed. Because here's something most people never hear. Your income is what your employer decided to pay you. Your net worth is what you decided to do with it. One of those numbers is in your control. The other one isn't. Here's how you escape the income trap. Not motivation, not discipline, a framework. Move number 1, freeze your lifestyle. Every time your income increases, your lifestyle stays the same. Not permanently, but temporarily. All new income goes toward wealth building first. Investments, assets, debt payoff. Most people do the opposite. They upgrade lifestyle first and save what's left. That's backwards. Move number 2, track net worth monthly. Your salary gets reported once a year. Your net worth should be tracked every month. Open a spreadsheet, list everything you own, subtract everything you owe. That number is your real financial score. Most people know their salary down to the dollar, but they have no idea what their net worth is. And what gets measured gets improved. Here's a rule I personally like. For every $10,000 increase in net worth, you're allowed to increase your lifestyle by $200 per month. That's it. Lifestyle growth becomes tied to wealth growth, not income, which means your lifestyle still improves, but it improves because you built wealth, not instead of building wealth. If you're enjoying this video, hit that like button and as well consider subscribing. It does a ton to help with the YouTube algorithm. I post videos every week breaking down financial frameworks that actually builds wealth. No fluff, just the systems that actually work. For you doing that, here's some kisses from Dice. The income trap isn't a character flaw. It's a design feature. The entire economy benefits when you spend your income. Advertising, real estate, auto companies, luxury brands, they all benefit when your lifestyle inflates every time your income increases. But nobody benefits when you quietly build net worth. That money leaves the consumer cycle. So the system isn't broken, it's working exactly as it's designed. The question is, which game are you playing? The income game or the net worth game? Because the people making $80,000 who quietly build millions, they figured something out. They're not smarter, they're not more disciplined, they just stopped playing the income game and started playing the net worth game.